Yo, I'm Jake. I've been an amputee since I was 6 years old. Lost my leg in a car wreck, drunk driver plowed right into our minivan. I don't remember much from before then, but man, growing up with one leg was a trip, let me tell ya. It wasn't easy, that's for damn sure. Kids can be cruel as hell. Soon as I showed up to elementary school on crutches with a stump where my leg used to be, it was open season. The names, the jokes, the stares, I got it all. Hey look, it's Peg Leg Pete, forget hopscotch. This freak can only do hop what happened metal leg. Megatron kick your ass day in, day out. I tried to laugh it off at first, yeah I know, pretend it didn't get to me. But that shit wears you down. Eats away at you, like a rot in your soul. By middle school, I was bitter, angry, a powder keg ready to blow. The bullying and name-calling never let up, man. Elementary school, middle school, high school, it was all the same shit, different assholes. What you gonna be for Halloween, Jake? A pirate? Better get practicing your peg leg walk. I dare you to ask Jake if his leg is the one that cost an arm and a leg. Hey, Transformer boy, which Decepticon are you supposed to be with that metal leg? I couldn't escape it. Every day was another barrage of insults, another reminder that I was different. A freak. I tried to hide it at first, wearing long pants even in the dead of summer. But you can't hide a limp, or the clank of a prosthetic on linoleum hallways. The anger kept building up inside me, festering like an infected wound. I knew it was only a matter of time before I exploded, before I made them pay for every cruel word, every mocking laugh. But in the midst of all that darkness, there was one tiny flicker of light. One friend who had my back no matter what. That friend was Mikey. We'd been tight since second grade, bonding over our love of comic books and hatred of math homework. He was always there for me, ready with a stupid joke or a sympathetic ear. I remember one day in 5th grade, we were hanging out by the monkey bars when this asshole Billy started in on me. Hey Frankenstein, better be careful on those bars. Wouldn't want your other leg to fall off. I could feel my face burning, my fists clenching. But before I could react, Mikey stepped up. Shut the hell up, Billy. Why don't you go pick on someone your own size, you pathetic sack of crap? Billy looked stunned. No one ever stood up to him. He sputtered for a moment, then spat out, whatever. I don't want to catch the freak's disease anyway. As he slunk away, Mikey turned to me with a grin. Don't listen to that douchebag, Jake. He's just jealous cause you're gonna get a cool robot leg someday, and he'll still be a dick. I couldn't help but laugh. Mikey always knew how to cut through the bullshit and make me feel human again. With him by my side, I felt like maybe, just maybe, I could survive this hellish school experience. But even Mikey's support couldn't shield me from the shitstorm of high school. High school was a whole new level of brutal, man. The bullies were bigger, meaner, and a hell of a lot more creative with their insults. Hey Peg Leg, I heard the football team needs a new tackling dummy. Maybe you should volunteer since you're already halfway there. Bet you're real popular with the ladies, Jake. They love a man who's always got a third leg ready to go. What's the matter, robot boy? Battery running low? Maybe you should go recharge in the short bus with the other defects. Each jab felt like a knife to the gut, twisting deeper and deeper until I thought I might bleed out from the pain. Even with Mikey by my side, I could feel the rage consuming me, burning through my veins like acid. I tried to channel it into other things, music, writing, anything to keep from exploding. But it was always there, simmering just beneath the surface. A constant reminder of how much I hated them, hated myself, hated this fucking unfair world that had taken my leg and my dignity. I knew I was a ticking time bomb. It was only a question of when I'd finally detonate and who would be caught in the blast radius. Little did I know, the spark that would light the fuse was just around the corner, wearing a Letterman jacket and a shit-eating grin. It all came to a head one day in the cafeteria. I was minding my own business, just trying to choke down the mystery meat surprise, when Brad fucking Johnson swaggered up to my table. Brad was the king of the assholes, the top dog in a school full of rabid mutts. Quarterback of the football team, prom king 3 years running, and all-around grade a douchebag. Well, if it isn't Jake the Snake, he smirked down at me, his cronies snickering behind him. Heard you tried out for the track team. How'd that work out for you, Stumpy? I gritted my teeth, trying to ignore him. But he wasn't having it. What's the matter, metal leg? Cat got your tongue? Or did you trade it in for an upgrade? He reached down and grabbed my prosthetic, yanking it hard. I yelped in pain, nearly falling out of my seat. AW, does that hurt? Poor little peg leg can't take a joke, Brad laughed, tossing my leg back at me. Maybe I should rip it off and beat you with it. Put you out of your misery like the pathetic cripple you are. The cafeteria erupted in laughter. I could feel the tears stinging my eyes, the humiliation burning my cheeks. I wanted to disappear, to sink into the floor and never come out. But then something snapped inside me. All the years of pent-up rage, all the pain and frustration and helplessness, it all came boiling to the surface. And suddenly I knew exactly what I had to do. I reached down and ripped off my prosthetic leg, gripping it tight in my hands like a baseball bat. Brad's eyes widened in shock, but before he could react, I swung with all my might. The metal leg connected with his face with a sickening crunch. Blood spurted from his nose as he staggered back, his hands flying up to his shattered cheekbone. Not so fucking funny now, is it? I screamed, swinging again. This time I caught him in the ribs, feeling them give way beneath the blow. Brad crumpled to the ground, wheezing and sobbing. His cronies backed away in terror, their faces pale and slack-jawed. But I wasn't done. I hopped over to his prone form, raising my leg high above my head. You like jokes, Brad? Well, here's a real knee slapper for ya. I brought the leg down on his knee with a savage crack. He howled in agony, his leg bent at a sickening angle. The cafeteria was dead silent. You could hear a pin drop, or in this case, the clatter of my leg as I tossed it aside, chest heaving with exertion and adrenaline. Anyone else want to crack wise? I snarled, glaring around the room with wild eyes. Any other comedian fucks got something to say to old peg leg. No one moved. No one even breathed. Didn't fucking think so. I retrieved my prosthetic and hopped out of the cafeteria, leaving a trail of blood and teeth in my wake. It was the most alive I'd felt in years. After that day in the cafeteria, things started to change. Word got around real quick about what happened to Brad. Suddenly, the bullies didn't seem so keen on fucking with me anymore. Oh sure, there were still whispers and stares. But no one dared say shit to my face. It was like I had become some kind of legend, the crazy motherfucker who beat a quarterback half to death with his own leg. Mikey was the only one who had the balls to talk to me about it. He found me behind the gym after school, smoking a cigarette with shaky hands. Holy shit, Jake. That was fucking intense. Are you okay? I took a long drag, letting the nicotine calm my nerves. Never better, Mikey. I feel fucking invincible. And I did. For the first time in my life, I felt powerful, like I had taken control of my own narrative, rewritten the ending to my sad little story. I knew there would be consequences. Suspension, probably. Maybe even juvie. But I didn't give a damn. I had proven to myself and everyone else that I wasn't a victim anymore. I was a survivor. A fighter. The rest of high school was a breeze. I walked those halls with my head held high, daring anyone to step out of line. And you know what? No one did. I graduated with honors and a kick-ass college scholarship. Studied engineering, top of my class. Now I design prosthetics for other amputees, giving them back a piece of what they lost. And every day, I strap on my leg and face the world with a grin. Because I know that no matter what life throws at me, I can take it. I'm Jake fucking Johnson, the toughest son of a bitch on 2 legs. Or 1.5, depending on how you're counting. So to all the amputees out there, all the outcasts and misfits and weirdos, I say this: fuck the haters. Fuck the doubters. Fuck anyone who tries to put you in a box or tell you what you can't do. You are strong. You are resilient. You are a goddamn force of nature. And if anyone gives you shit, just remember you've got a built-in weapon, and you're not afraid to use it. Stay metal, my friends. Stay fucking metal.